Google Gemini will arrive in GM cars starting next year. We'll talk about that in moments, but first, the Spotify app has been freezing and crashing on some Android devices, according to multiple users and a report by 9to5Google. This is happening only when a phone or tablet is connected to Wi-Fi, so keep on listening to Spotify while out and about. Users first took note of the problem around 2 weeks ago, taking to Spotify forums to address their concerns. Many folks say that the app becomes essentially unusable on Wi-Fi due to the constant crashes and freezing. The company has acknowledged the issue and says its engineers are working on a fix. However, we don't have a timetable for a patch or anything like that. For the time being, some Android users will just have to avoid using the Spotify app while on Wi-Fi. To that end, error reports have mostly come in from people on Samsung Galaxy and Google Pixel phones. The problem doesn't appear to be universal, which has led some to speculate that it may be related to Chromecast-ready devices. This would explain why the issue only persists on Wi-Fi, but we'll have to wait to hear from Spotify for a cause. And if you use ChatGPT in WhatsApp, it's about time to make other plans. OpenAI said its ubiquitous chatbot will stop working in Meta's ubiquitous chat app on January 15, 2026. According to OpenAI, the change is due to a policy and terms change from WhatsApp. OpenAI announced the change in a blog post. While we would have much preferred to continue serving you on WhatsApp, we are focused on making the transition as easy for all of our users as possible, the company wrote. WhatsApp doesn't support chat exports, and there won't be an automatic way to transfer your chats after the cutoff date. Fortunately, there's a simple workaround to migrate your chat history right now. Under the 1-800-ChatGPT contact profile in WhatsApp, you'll see an option to link your ChatGPT account. Select that, and all your queries on WhatsApp will merge with your ChatGPT history. As for why this is happening, well, we can only speculate, but the term turf war comes to mind. After all, Meta is now an AI company too, and 50 million people using another company's chatbot inside WhatsApp must not be good for business. Fortunately, ChatGPT is available on the same platforms as WhatsApp: Android, iOS, Windows, macOS, and the web. Remember, you can find the latest app and gadget news, reviews, price drops, and more right now at Engadget.com. Google Gemini is coming to GM vehicles in 2026. The company will be integrating a conversational AI assistant powered by Google's platform into many of its cars, trucks, and SUVs. GM says this assistant will be able to access vehicle data to suss out maintenance concerns, alerting the driver when necessary. The company also promises it'll be able to help plan routes and explain various features of the car. It should also be able to do stuff like turn on the heat or air conditioning even before entering the vehicle. This will replace the Google built-in operating system that already exists in many GM vehicles. This OS already offers access to stuff like Google Maps, Google Assistant, and related apps. The upcoming Gemini-based chat assistant will do the same type of things, but it should perform better. One of the challenges with current voice assistants is that if you've used them, you've probably also been frustrated by them because they're trained on certain code words, or they don't understand accents very well, or if you don't say it quite right, you don't get the right response, GM VP Dave Richardson told TechCrunch. He continued, "What's great about large language models is they don't seem to be affected by that." One brand new feature that Gemini will bring to the table is web integration. This will let drivers ask the chatbot questions pertaining to geographic location and the like. GM gives an example of someone asking about the history of a bridge they are passing over. The Gemini assistant will be available via the Play Store after launch as an over-the-air upgrade to OnStar-equipped vehicles. It won't be limited to newer releases, as GM says it'll work with vehicles from the model year 2015 and above. The company also says it's working on its own AI chatbot that has been custom-built for your vehicle. There's no timetable on that one. GM ran into hot water recently when it was found that it had been selling some customer information sourced from its OnStar Smart Driver program to insurance companies without user consent. This led to the FTC banning the company from selling any driver data for 5 years. Richardson says the Gemini integration will be privacy-focused, and the software will let drivers control what information it can access and use. The company made these announcements at the GM Forward Media event, where it also discussed other forthcoming initiatives. It has scheduled a rollout of its self-driving platform for 2028. It's also developing its own computing platform, also launching in 2028. This does mean that GM will be sunsetting integration with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This software will be phased out over the next few years. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Lawrence Bonk and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.